So one thing that we've talked about a lot, Brian, is how do you host your own private PyPI, right? Pip
Yeah.
install a thing, but I want to be able to pip install and version, like say you work at a large company, you probably have libraries, packages that you've shared across projects. How do you like have the pip style package management, but for you?
Well, we've got a custom PyPI at work.
That's right, and that's fine. That's fine. The more global you are, the harder it is to maybe do that well without people getting a hold of. Like, obviously, you want to protect that code because that's internal private code, but at the same time, you want to share and version it. So there's all sorts of options that you can set up and take care of that. But there's this new thing which Tormod McLeod has sent over our way called CodeArtifact from AWS.
Neat.
Yeah. So the idea is it is a general purpose, basically package management system for a variety of things. So right now it works with Java with Maven and Gradle. Uh, for JavaScript, it has npm and yarn, and for Python, it has pip and twine. And basically, you can just set it up in AWS and tell it to go, and they'll take care of all the storage and the security and all that kind of stuff. And then you can just pip install all the things. And it also is backed by the real PyPI or the real npm, and you can whitelist stuff. You say, okay, if somebody pip installs requests, just get the real request and stay in sync with that, but let them have it. But if they pip install the misspelled request, I think you can say don't let them have the typo squatting hacker version.
Yeah. Actually, so these sorts of solutions are pretty interesting to be able to have basically a cache of PyPI stuff, and then also your own stuff. So you push to it just like often you publish it. I don't know about this one, but often you some of these you use Twine or something to push just like you normally would. But it doesn't go to PyPI; it goes to your own thing. So these are neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It reminds me of Artifactory, which people might have heard of, which is looks really cool. However, if you look at like the pricing, it starts at just $2,900 a year, right? For the base version. The pro version is 14,000, and it goes up from there. So this looks like one of those cases where one of these cloud services from places like AWS and so on is coming along and going, you know what, we got you, and it's not 14,000 a year or whatever, or a month. I don't know, whatever the unit was I said there per year.
Yeah.
I think to some degree, I believe GitHub is working on something like this as well. I can't remember what it's called over GitHub, but it doesn't have Python yet, which is why I haven't, jumped up and down about it. But I think it will. I think they're working on it.
Well, supposedly, like warehouse was something you could just use that is used for. Well, I guess they don't call it warehouse anymore, but
PyPI.org, the new PyPI.
yeah. So I think that you can deploy that yourself, but there's not. I haven't seen very many people like. Well, one, I'd like to see people write instructions on really how to get that up and running for yourself, and I'd also like to see some like warehouse as a service sorts of things. I mean, why not? So some free money laying on the table there, people.
Yeah, that's a good point.